Hi everyone, it's Emma. Today I'm going to be doing a video on how to introduce guinea pigs to each other. And I'm also going to touch a bit on how to stop fighting. So, just thought I'd show Cappy and Pippin, because they're always left out of my videos because they're not in my bedroom. But I assure you they get lots of attention. So the first thing I'm going to talk about, and I'm just using them as an example in case they decide to display anything. I doubt they will because they're pretty good buddies. But we want to address what's normal behavior for two guinea pigs living with each other and what's not normal behavior. So, first of all, I'll just go over the normal things. Because yeah, Cappy and Pippin get along great, so I'm very fortunate that way. Son and father. But so as for normal things, some normal behavior that's really just essentially dominance behavior that you're going to see is something called rumble strutting, and that's when they kind of shake their bum back and forth, and they'll usually do this when they're looking at another pig. They'll kind of look to each other, and there's some bickering right there. Completely normal. But so rumble strutting is when they shake their bum and they'll also purr. And this is just kind of a warning sound that they'll give to one another, like a leave me alone and I'm the boss sort of message that they'll give. So if your guinea pigs are doing that, it's completely normal. And next is mounting. For males, mounting is normal. That's a common way for them to show who's boss. It's not the most pleasant thing, but in case you're scared of what your guinea pigs are doing, it is normal. As well as some nipping. Now I say some because it's only normal behavior if it's not causing true harm. If there's blood being drawn, then you have an issue and you want to separate your guinea pigs right away. Now they're just eating, so I'm going to go and show Juno and Winnie because they bicker now and then, and if I could catch it on tape, then I could show you guys. Bye bye Pippin, we'll be back. Sorry, that's my hand. So, here's Juno and Winnie. They bicker a lot, but they get along great as well. And that's why I say it is normal to have some bickering going on between two guinea pigs, because that is how they show one another their dominance. So if you see that your guinea pigs are rumble strutting, mounting, nipping, or purring, that's normal. Just be sure that they aren't biting. Nipping is, they'll kind of snap at one another, but they're not actually inflicting any harm or pain on the other one. It's kind of more just like to show them that they're the boss. But you want to, yeah, if there's blood, if at any point your guinea pig is injuring the other to the point of there being a cut or a scratch or blood, then that's a sign that it's time to separate them. Hey Winnie. Hi sweetheart. Another sign that is not normal, that is a sign that you need to separate your guinea pigs ASAP, is if they're constantly fighting or chasing each other around. Juno and Winnie, they will sometimes chase one another around, but it's not constant to the point where they won't leave each other alone. As you can see, they're happy sitting with one another, giving me a funny look as I'm showing them on the camera. But if your guinea pigs are constantly running in circles, chasing each other, biting at one another, and just constantly fighting, then it's time for you to find them either a new buddy that they are going to get along with or separate them. Because that's when you can get yourself into issues, and you don't want to have to pay vet bills for that when it is totally preventable. So there they are. Hi girls. Pasha's just sleeping in her cozy, so I didn't want to wake her up. I still have to sweep out her cage, but Pash is a great example of a guinea pig who doesn't necessarily get along with others. I am trying to integrate her in with the girls so that when I have them back home for the summer, I can put them all in the C&C cage. That's my goal. 'Cause lots of people are constantly asking, oh, why does Pash have to have her own cage? Why can't she be with the other girls? Well, Pash is a little terror sometimes. She will chase them around and they're just completely afraid of her now, even though she is their mother. So I don't want them to be her to be stressing them out any more than they need to, because it's just not nice. I've just got a list here for introducing guinea pigs to one another. So this is all just based on my own experience and what others have said and what I've done on my own research or read on my own research. So I'm not saying it's going to be the exact same for everybody. But like I said, I have been trying to integrate Pashmina with Juno and Winnie in hopes of that maybe when I take them back home for 4 months in the summer and they're in their C&C cage, that I can maybe put them all in the C&C cage together without any fighting. So that is my goal. Obviously I'll have to make my C&C cage bigger because it's only a 2x3, so if I had Pash in there I'd have to make it much bigger. But that's a completely different topic. So if you're introducing guinea pigs together and maybe you've gotten a new friend guinea pig for yours, or you just have never introduced them, first thing you want to do is you want to introduce them to one another in a neutral area. So I would suggest either a playpen, such as the one I have, somewhere where they have plenty of space, or even better than a playpen would be if you had, if you were to have, say, a room that is guinea pig proofed and there's tons of room for them to run around in, and neither guinea pig has been in that space before. And the reason I say that is because you don't want one of the guinea pigs to have already scent marked. I'm just going to show, if you can see, there's Juno and Winnie. You can hear her purring, and Winnie is rumble strutting there. It's funny though, because when they do kind of bicker, they always start popcorning after. So that's also a sign that you know it's not too serious, is when they just kind of get excited after and popcorn. But there you can see Winnie is the boss, and she will rumble strut at Juno to make sure she knows that she's the boss. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So you want to get a neutral place that's large for your guinea pigs so they can get away from one another. So you don't want one of them to have already been in there, because then they can have scent marked it and then they have dominance over the other guinea pig. You always want to monitor your guinea pigs when you're introducing two new guinea pigs to one another. So what I do, I'll put Juno and Winnie in here first, let them have a run around, and then I'll add Pash in. Because if I do it the other way around, Pash automatically assumes she's the boss because she's already scent marked, she's already been in this area. So I always try to put Juno and Winnie in first so that they have the upper hand, because Pash is an extremely dominant guinea pig and likes to rule the roost, so to speak. So I always try to put the girls in first. So if you already know that about your guinea pigs, I would certainly suggest doing it that way. But if you're not sure who's going to be the dominant guinea pig, put them in at the same time. And always monitor, because you never know what the outcome is going to be, and if they were to start fighting, you need to be able to separate them extremely quickly. And it all depends on your guinea pig's personality as well. For instance, Cappy is an extremely laid-back guinea pig, very mellow, and so is Pippin. So they get along perfectly, because when I introduced Pippin to Cappy, Cappy was just so happy to have a buddy, and they bonded really quickly, and now I have to bring them out of their cage always at the same time, or else they get really upset and the one that's left behind will start squeaking. So they're a really well bonded pair, which is great. Juno and Winnie are really well bonded too, but because they are sisters and they are females, I find females are more bickering too for guinea pigs. What are you doing, Juno? She's moving around her cozy. So yeah, I guess I've kind of discussed that, but the best pair combinations would be a younger guinea pig with an older one, because then the older guinea pig, it's only natural for them to be the dominant guinea pig out of the pair. So that's what it was for Cappy. So it is suggested if you have male guinea pigs and you want to get your guinea pig a friend, that you get them a younger friend, so that and the younger guinea pig will understand that the older one is the dominant one, so they will be less likely to bicker. And as well, you always want to have multiple playtimes before shoving two guinea pigs that don't know each other into a cage. You always want to make sure you have, I don't know, I've been giving Pash and Juno and Winnie playtimes all in here. I give it like almost every day. They've been having it and they're still bickering a bit, and they are getting better though. They're getting to be less afraid of Pashmina. So I have seen improvements, but it's taking time. So you cannot rush these things. If you don't think your guinea pig's going to get along with others, and you don't have the space to keep another guinea pig's cage separate, or another guinea pig in a separate cage until they do get along, then you really need to consider that, and you have to consider your guinea pig's personality if you're buying them a friend or adopting them a friend. So you really have to take a lot of things into consideration. I know a lot of people often get very nervous when they're getting their guinea pig a friend because they're not sure how their guinea pig will react. Will they be bossy? Will they nip and fight? So you really have to find the right pairing for your guinea pig, for your guinea pigs, so that they don't fight and get along. Because that's what you want. You want your guinea pigs to be happy. And they're extremely social creatures and love to have a buddy. So, oh, there's Juno's bum. So that's really my aim, is for Pash to be with Juno and Winnie. Because I don't like Pash being alone. That's why I like giving her playtime every day with Juno and Winnie, just so that she does have a chance to socialize with other guinea pigs. Because even if you do own just one guinea pig, you say, oh, well, I take them out constantly, that's really not enough. They need to have a friend who's one of them, a guinea pig friend, because we can't communicate with them the ways that they do. Oh, goodness, Juno. She just rolled out of there. But, so, it's very important to know what's normal for guinea pig behavior with one another and what's not. So once again, for normal, excuse me, for normal behavior, we have rumble strutting, purring, nipping, and mounting. Those are all normal dominance behaviors. Sorry. Not normal is if they're drawing blood from one another, they're constantly fighting, and they're just chasing each other around and will not leave one another alone. So that has been my video on how to introduce guinea pigs to one another, and I hope it helps. I hope somebody can benefit from this video, and always make sure your guinea pigs are happy with their companion. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.